one, say it loud and make us choose. A little laugh, a little dread. We chase the what if round our heads. Would you rather? What if you could? Say it quick. No good options. No good options. Hey, would you rather? What if you could? We make it weird like you knew we would. What's your answer? Tell us quick. No good options.
Hello and welcome to No Good Options, the podcast where we talk about the what if you could, and the would you rather questions that are just begging to be asked. Each episode, we bring a different scenario to ask each other, ranging from the absurd to the surprisingly thought-provoking. I'm your host, Darren, and with me today is my co-host,
Sam.
And our guest,
Pete.
So let's kick things off with you, Pete. What have you got for us?
Okay, so it's a little bit lighthearted. So would you rather have breakfast in bed or dessert in bed?
I do both on a daily basis at the same time.
Ooh, what's your breakfast dessert?
Oh, now you're going to make me think of one.
You just said you did it
just
every
said
day.
it's a regular thing.
What kind of fake news are you peddling here? I was actually trying to figure out what kind of breakfast dessert exists.
Pop-Tart. Pop-Tart's definitely a breakfast
I
dessert.
think so, any kind of like pastry, right?
So, because it's in bed,
Yes.
how crumbly do you want to get?
With you always.
This is also where I was going to go with it. In terms of desserts are typically less crumbly and less messy.
Unless it's an apple crumble.
Unless it's an apple crumble.
By name, it's crumbly.
Should be. I've had disappointingly soggy crumbles.
That's called an apple pie.
Because
It was not an apple pie.
most of my head is going to ice cream and jelly and sundaes.
Oh, wow.
Am I wearing clothes during this?
It's up to, it's your personal choice. You
Like,
could be,
how do you sleep?
Naked?
so you're in bed. Kara's brought you breakfast. That's full English, or sort of like, maybe just some croissants, and stuff. Or then she's, you've had a bit of an evening, you come down, and then you've got a lovely dessert, but you just decided to have it in bed because you've left it a bit late after your evening meal, and you've gone to bed because you're tired. She brings you a nice bowl of whatever.
Oh, so this is part of the question of like, if I pick dessert, it's the end of the day. If I pick breakfast, it's the start of the day.
I'm thinking desserts after like meals and stuff like that. So I reckon your breakfast it is breakfast time, and dessert would be sort of like after you've had your evening meal.
I think I am picking breakfast in bed. I'm already sleepy. I've like just woken up, get a nice breakfast down me. Rather, when I'm just about to go to bed, I feel like downing 2 pints of ice cream and then trying to go to sleep is not going to have a great time.
So the problem with what you've just said, Sam, is you do live alone. So
Yes.
that means to have breakfast in bed, you've got to get out of bed, go down to the kitchen to grab a Huel,
It's just a quick, that is the saddest breakfast
and
in
then
bed.
take that Huel back to bed.
You don't have fuel anymore, though. You've got a new thing
I
of
am
choice.
doing Y Food right now just to expand our sponsorship options, because if you'll never got back to us, maybe Y Food will.
So I'll just reposition the scenario just for you so you feel comfortable with it. You get out of bed alone because you live alone. Really just drive that point in there.
Really? In case I'd forgotten.
You go down to the kitchen, into the fridge, get your Why Not. It's called Why Not?
It's called Y Food.
Y Food. You get your Y Food.
That's not how we get sponsorships.
Well, Pete told me and I instantly forgot what it was. So anyway, you're still living alone. You go to the fridge and get your Y Food. You take that Y Food up into your bed, your lonely cold bed because you're on your own. And then you drink it
I
in
had
bed.
forgotten again, so thanks for the reminder.
Yeah. And then you drink it in bed and then get up.
And then presumably get up for the. So what I was picturing, you can get alarm clocks that have inbuilt fryers in them. So the idea is you lay out your bacon the night before, and then it starts heating up and wakes you up with the smell of bacon and wakes you up with like a pot of coffee, if coffee is your go-to. So I could go for that, or I could go for the mini fridge and air fryer on either side of my bed.
I mean,
full
if you
breakfast
did
in
that,
bed.
have you got any reason to get up ever?
There is nothing left. I mean, I was thinking there is no reason to have the rest of the house. I can rent that out. I'll just stay in the bedroom.
What if you're in a hotel then? So all it is
room
you're in bed,
service.
you've got the phone, you call up, and then you can have it just
Sam's
delivered.
still alone in this scenario, yeah? In the hotel room.
We don't know. He could have found a special friend for the
So if I was in Sam's scenario...
Jesus, that sounds like I'm paid for the special friend.
It did. I
does.
was deliberately trying to make it sound like it wasn't that, but it made it absolutely more sound like that.
So if I was Sam in this scenario, I would have breakfast and dessert in bed just so people in the restaurant didn't know I was alone.
You've got to choose. You've got to.
I strongly prefer breakfast food to any dessert. Like almost any breakfast food beats almost any dessert for me. So I am picking breakfast in bed purely based on that.
You say purely or purely?
Purely based on that.
I think I'd go breakfast in bed. No, would I?
How often have either of you had breakfast in bed?
Probably 0.
Pete, has Lucy ever brought you breakfast in bed?
A few times, but usually when I've been sick. So
Sort of ruins it a little bit.
yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
I normally get like a cup of tea in bed and maybe a Galaxy Ripple to dip into it. I don't know if I call that breakfast.
I mean, also, just to put both of you on the spot as husbands, but how often have you brought your wives breakfast in bed?
Every other Sunday.
There's no way that's true.
That's putting me to shame. I ate the appropriate amount.
The appropriate amount.
Yeah.
Whatever doesn't get you cancelled, that
Absolutely,
amount.
yes.
Listener, whatever you're thinking of is like a normal good amount. That amount, that's the amount.
Absolutely.
The scary thing is Sam's done it more than us and he lives alone. He just randomly takes breakfast upstairs, puts it there and he's like, for you, dear.
You
No
go.
one's there.
So dark.
Just because we can't see them.
Like, I've got to know, and this is important. If I start telling you that I've got the invisible girlfriend who I'm bringing breakfast in bed, I'm really hoping you're having an intervention very early on.
I'm just happy for you.
Oh no, it's worse.
I think we'd go down the same line of questioning that you'd probably question us as sort of like, is it invisible just to everybody else? Is it like, I can't, yeah, she's there, but I can't see her kind of thing? Or
can
it's
you
like,
ask
I
her-
can see.
Can you
but-
ask her to lift this glass? Do I see the glass if she's lifting it right now?
Yeah, exactly
That's fair.
right.
These are the
Yeah,
questions.
yeah.
Sam, I don't want you to be alarmed, but you do need to know your invisible girlfriend did touch me. And I liked it.
I am a big fan that I've got enough credibility that I tell you I've got an invisible girlfriend and your first thought is to check rather than go, this man is insane. How far away is the police?
Well, I don't think you're a danger to yourself, so I don't think the police need to be involved.
As long as you're just doing breakfast or dessert in bed for this imaginary person, I think we're good.
Oh, as
If
soon as it turns
escalates-
into like, Sunday lunch, then we've got a problem.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to be wasting Yorkshire puddings and roast potatoes, man. That's almost criminal, that.
I'm coming in like, you'll never guess, she spilt the gravy all over the bed sheets again.
I'm this close to, yeah, we're going to have to break up. We're this close.
But no, I think I was going to go with breakfast, but actually for breakfast, I do like to go out and have, if I'm having a full English, I'm not really a big fan of having one at home. I like to go out to a nice cafe and just have a full English or like brunch or something like that. Where dessert could be quite nice to, you've been out for a nice meal and you're like, I'll have dessert, but I'll have it to go, please. And then you come back and have it in bed. And
I think I like a bit of a mix, to be honest. I've done both, but I think I slightly prefer breakfast.
I can't imagine trying to eat a full English on my sitting in bed.
I'm assuming you've got one of those little trays.
Whatever you want for breakfast, right? Just on a tray. But I think you could start, if you've got nothing on, you've got nothing planned, just starting the day with just sort of waking up and then sort of like half an hour later, food magically arrives and you're just eating it in bed. It's a chill start to the day.
Yeah, I could see that working. So that's Pete's scenario. Next, let's head over to, I'll tell you what, I'll do mine.
Yeah, let's do yours. Let's hear what you've got.
Would you rather, again, mine's on the more light-hearted kind of side of things. Would you rather have fingers as long as your legs or legs as short as your fingers?
Ooh, that is a tough way to live.
Which way round is a tough way to live?
Both are very tough to live. I feel if your legs are only as long as your fingers, are they as strong as your normal legs, or
Yeah.
are they as strong as your fingers?
Oh no, they're as strong as what they're representing, as what they're replacing. Sorry, but it's just purely length based.
Are my feet the same size?
Your feet are the same size, so you got this tiny little finger leg with a foot on the bottom.
Because I feel like if my legs are as long as my fingers, every time I take a step, my foot is hitting my body.
Yeah, and also your arms would be dragging on the floor.
Yeah.
because your arms are big in that scenario.
My arms will get really tired. With fingers as long as my legs, do I get more joints, or is this like I still only have like 3 joints?
So you're not replacing a finger for a leg.
Yep.
It's just the length
Just
of it.
length is
So your
increased.
fingers are still fingers,
Yep.
but they're as long as a leg. That's all it is.
So we still get the same amount of joints.
Same amount of joints. It is a finger. It's just purely longer.
Do they increase in strength? Because I feel like the average finger does not have enough strength in it in order to lift itself when it's as long as a leg. Like if I attached like a rod to the end of my finger that was as long as my leg, I think the force would make it very difficult to move my fingers.
Yeah, it can function. The muscles obviously have grown with it at the same amount, so they're equally as strong. So they'd operate the same as a finger would.
functional.
But again, because your fingers are so long, you could probably only grip the same as you would if with a normal shorthand.
For the listeners at home, each of us are looking at our hands, slowly flexing them, looking at how long they are.
If you had fingers as long as your legs, in theory, your fingers are as long as your arm. So you'd have an arm, and then you'd have 4 fingers as long as a leg, and then a little tiny thumb, because your thumb hasn't changed in this.
Oh no, that's so much worse. That ruins the whole point of having an opposable thumb. No, come on. Like, we need at least our thumb to also be as long.
Okay, your thumb can be as long as well.
Okay.
I'm going to go with legs this time, same size as my fingers.
Really? That's so decisive.
I don't think I'm going to be dexterous enough to do stuff with my hands if my fingers are as long as my legs.
Yeah,
I'm not going to be able to pick anything up.
I do feel like you definitely, because the length between your joints is extended to such a great degree that you can no longer pick things up.
Well, you're not going to use a pair of tweezers and pick up a fine grain of rice.
I feel like just average trying to hold a glass would become incredibly difficult.
Yeah, it would. It'd be hard.
Where if I had my legs be the size of my fingers, I feel like the main outcome there is I just become wheelchair bound for most activities, because you become so much slower. Your stride length is probably 20 millimeters.
It's tiny, isn't it?
Like 50 tops. I'm definitely wheelchair bound. So my choice.
I'm still going for that, to be fair.
This does, not to boil down your question, but this does become, would you rather lose the use of your hands or lose the use of your legs? And I'd simply rather lose the use of my legs. I can continue to type, I can continue to use a phone, I can continue to play board games.
But you couldn't continue to bring breakfast in bed for your invisible girlfriend.
That does become a lot harder.
There are stair lifts and others. I mean, it's possible.
Yeah, I moved to a bungalow. My mattress is obviously on the floor rather than having a raised bed. I would do simple quality of life improvements, of which there is already a tremendous industry for those who don't have the use of their legs. And just to be clear, I am still significantly better off in this scenario because I can still make very, very short journeys with my legs being shortened rather than totally losing aspect. So it is still better than being wheelchair bound.
I feel that it'd be easier to make breakfast in bed for his imaginary girlfriend with finger-sized legs than leg-sized fingers.
Yes.
Yeah, I just don't see... do you imagine opening a can of beans?
You simply couldn't.
Not going to work, is it?
I mean, I wasn't thinking of it like that, but you do talk some sense in all this. So at what length would be the minimum length for then you to still...
Oh, pick fingers.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you're going 3 times as long, that might be my limit. And even that is borderline. Twice as long, maybe I can live with twice as long.
I honestly think it's going to be when I'm picking things up.
Yeah.
It's got to be the practical of how long is it going to be until I'm not able to pick up a glass or a bottle or steer my car.
I'm thinking more along the lines of using a keyboard and using my phone.
Yeah.
Which is a significant portion of both my hobbies and my job.
But in theory, you could operate your keyboard from a further distance.
Yeah, but then it becomes harder to hit the right key. My proprioception is already awful. I do not feel like making it even worse is going to aid me in any way. I halve, if not worse, my typing speed.
I think we're both of them. The one thing we probably can all agree on, it'd be really difficult to either find well-fitting gloves or well-fitting trousers.
Absolutely. Gloves, I think, would be a right pain.
I mean, I wonder if you would even bother with trousers or just go straight for a skirt.
I mean, yeah, as long as it's not a gusty day.
Shorts, right?
Yes, I suppose. Well, okay, because this adds the second question of the average short is still way too long. So are you wearing trousers if they go to your ankles, irrelevant of the length of what that thing is? So it is still trousers.
But then you could always come to length yourself because your fingers are normal size. You can do so.
Because they'd have to be shorts.
So the question is, were you going a certain way and then we've changed your mind with our reasoning?
Yeah, what are you thinking?
I tend to hear what you've got to say and then steal an answer. That's normally my MO, yeah. So, no, I think...
maybe you should answer first in future and then we can steal yours.
That will never happen. I don't know with this one because I don't think either would be good. Kind of defeats the point, though, if I just say neither. So I'm going to have to go with one.
Yeah, no, it's neither an option.
That is the entire point, yeah. Would you rather? No.
Nah.
I'll skip this one. I think I'd probably go for legs the size of fingers. Yeah, I think it's the sensible of the two.
Yeah, I agree.
I think if your fingers were the size of your legs, it'd just be too unwieldy. With the arm length as well, it'd just be too unwieldy. I'd feel like I'm Slender Man.
Yeah.
It'd be weird. But if, I was saying about how long would okay be?
Yep.
I reckon 3 times I could live with. 3 times my finger length.
I think I'm sitting on 2 times.
I mean, if I had 3 times my leg length, I'd be the size of a normal person. So that'd be really cool. So what about you, Sam? Which one are you going for?
Yeah, I'm going for legs the length of my fingers, and I'm just
Same.
getting proper mobility.
Oh, you know what that means then, don't you, Sam?
I do indeed.
Harmony.
I'll spare our listeners my singing voice.
Oh, we can cut it if it's bad. Give us your best.
No, it is bad.
Come on, give us
no
your best
problem.
harmony.
You ready? Are you ready?
Okay.
Harmony. Say, we may be in sync, but the voices are terrible.
I can only apologise to the few listeners that still have working speakers.
We will get Sam singing lessons one day.
Please, we can make it a business expense.
Sam's problem is his girlfriend said his singing was fantastic, but as she's imaginary.
I feel like we are kind of like dumping on you a lot, this one.
I mean, I'm feeling a little targeted. I'm not going to lie. This is getting a little hurtful.
Well, let's judge you on your question then.
Yes.
Yeah, over to you, Sam.
Let's go forward. So, a little more fantastical. You have a dragon that magically bonds to you, that you grow from a magical egg that comes. Would you rather have the dragon the size of a small dog or a dragon the size of a full-size dragon? So we are talking the size of like a bus.
A double-decker bus or a single-decker bus?
Single-decker bus. So this is the main body of it, is the size of a single-decker bus. So the wings are spreading out, the tail is coming behind it, the legs are coming out.
So before I answer that question, is there such thing as a single-decker bus or is it just a bus?
I think it's a bus.
It's a buzz.
Buzz.
No, not a buzz.
Bees. Buzz.
It's a buzz.
There's a single
But
buzz.
This isn't
for a bee.
this isn't the bit I was hung up on. It was a double decker versus single decker. Is it cost a single decker?
I think it's just called a standard deck.
I think it's just called a bus.
I think it's just called a
a
standard
bus, yeah.
bus.
If it's a double decker, we've said it's a double decker rather than just
Yeah.
single decker.
Of course, when I did order that double decker and a huge bus arrived, I was very disappointed I didn't get my
I would
chocolate.
imagine too that that's a good chocolate bar. It's one of my favourites.
So the dragon get was the size of a single decker, which we've established is just a buzz, or a double decker.
Single decker.
So just a bus then.
Just a bus.
Okay. So dragon size of a buzz, or
Like a smaller dog. So
What, terrier?
bigger than a terrier.
border collie.
Border collie, yeah.
Okay.
Size of a border collie, slightly smaller than a Labrador.
Okay. See, having one as big as a buzz means you could ride it.
Yes, 100%. You
Which
can
would be really
ride it. Incredibly cool. Very high food costs.
See, my first thought went straight to the larger dragon. And then the adult in me started thinking, you're going to have to feed and house and look after it. And that's going to be some work.
Imagine
But-
playing fetch with it.
I don't
How
know, but
big's
then,
that
then I'm
ball
also
gonna be?
thinking, now I'm talking this out. You've got a dragon. Nobody else has got a dragon.
Nope, you are the only one.
People are going to pay to see your dragon.
Yes.
So you could cover the food costs surely by...
This is kind of what I was thinking.
We have a really fundamental problem. We have a really fundamental problem. Every time we have a scenario, it always turns to how we're going to make loads of money off it.
I've considered this too, and I have considered prefacing it with, you are already a multimillionaire, and this happens to you.
Well, this is just life for me, Sam.
If you're both secret millionaires and didn't tell me, I would understand up until this point, and then I get a little sad that you didn't tell me that
can't
you
be
were.
trusted with the truth.
No.
We'll tell them later. I'm like the poor friend that you sort of keep as a pet. Like,
We keep you
Like a
around
pet
so
dragon.
we...
yeah, you're both there like, oh yeah, work was like a little harder today, snickering to each other at the idea.
We keep you around so we don't lose touch with the common man.
Oh, if you're considering me the common man, you are in a world of pain whenever you meet someone who's actually normal.
Yeah, but we're so rich, Sam, that we don't understand what the common man
What
is.
the
So we
difference
just,
is.
we found you talking to yourself
In a random bedroom.
in a random bedroom and thought, this is the man for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like a follow-on because Pete, You run a store, own a store called Dragon Cavern.
I do.
Which dragon does better for the store?
Well, the big one, otherwise it'd just be Dragon Kennel.
Dragon Kennel.
I feel that practicality-wise, the small one, but I want a dragon the size of a bus.
Like, I want to be able to ride it to work.
I'm going to ride that, yeah. It's going to be an event, isn't it? Yeah.
So imagine you're going on holiday.
Yeah.
You need to find a dragon sitter.
I'll take it with me.
A dragon as big as a Buzz.
Well, that's how I'm going on
flying
holiday.
my dragon.
You know how expensive flights can get? Like, I want to go to Malibu. I'm flying on my dragon.
With all your luggage, your family.
It's the size of a bus. Like, my family can fit on a bus easily.
Yeah, but you go inside a Buzz. You don't go inside of a dragon.
All my family can sit on top of a bus and it'd still be okay.
Over and as you fly to Malibu.
Yeah, on
and
the
that's
flight
going to be a
Malibu.
really comfortable flight.
I mean, it'd be a cheap flight.
It'd be a cold flight.
It would be a cold flight. You can wrap up warm.
Yeah, but the cold factor's going to override that, right?
Hang on, so you want to wrap up warm? You're going to Malibu. You don't need those warm clothes when you get there, which means you're taking then even more luggage.
Yeah, which is fine. That's like, I wear one set of warm clothes for the flight to Malibu and then the rest is Malibu clothing.
Yeah.
And how long is it going to take this dragon to fly to Malibu?
I'm going to say that the dragon can fly as fast as the average, like 747 Boeing plane.
I feel like you're
that's
just trying to make
fast.
it work for yourself.
It is pretty fast. I'm going to say that's the open speed, but you know, it's pretty massive. Dragons in
it's quite-
fiction,
quite big,
typically
yeah.
very quick.
But
Okay.
no, I mean, yeah, I'd want the fuller size dragon.
I think I'd go for the little dragon.
Yeah, that's fair. Have it just running, scampering around the house.
It'd be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
A big dragon staying outside at night.
Yeah.
And
True.
then it's going to look at you through the window.
Oh, yeah, real sad.
Real sad.
Why can't I come inside?
Puppy dragon eyes.
Hopefully, you're able to sort of include its house in your house and sort of like, you know, have a hall, made, you know, where it can fit inside.
I feel like part of the problem is the dragon's natural hoarding instincts could get very problematic for the large dragon. It needs a very large hoard.
Well, this
Where
is the point.
you're-
Okay, so what kind of dragon is it? And does it have a heart? You know, is it fire breathing? Is it an ice breathing?
What would you pick? Standard Dungeons and Dragons dragon types, you know, fire, ice, poison,
They're not
acid.
poison. I'd probably go with fire.
I might go cold. It's less likely to set fire to my house. Like the amount of damage it can do with cold breath is much more localized.
I think I'd go for cold as well, because then instead of having a drawer in my freezer just dedicated to ice, I could just use a dragon for it and I could put more desserts in my freezer.
I mean, what we're also not considering is how much you would save on heating costs during the winter for the dragon that can breathe
It
fire
pays for itself.
compared to the, 6 seconds every year that you need air conditioning in the British summer.
Yeah, but if you're relying on your giant dragon to heat your tiny home, your tiny home, Sam, because we've established we're millionaires.
Yeah,
not massive.
absolute mansions.
Your tiny single.
We are
occupant
sitting
home.
recording this in Darren's island bunker.
Yeah. It's not the first bunker; it's the second bunker. This is
Yeah,
the one
no,
I let
obviously guests aren't allowed in the primary bunker.
Absolutely. So yeah, but you're in the small house. You've got this giant dragon, and you need it to keep you warm. The house is burning down.
So you're imagining just blowing through the windows, where I'm picturing, because it's a pretty big dragon, my house is not very big. I'm probably making a deal with a few neighbors where there's a very centralized furnace for the dragon to heat up that runs all of our hot water through this centralized furnace.
So you have a big dragon, and instantly you use it as a slave.
It's like playing fetch with a dog. You
No,
know,
it's
it
not.
enjoys doing it. It needs to go for a run. The dragons need to breathe their fire. They need to let it out. It's bad for them to keep it in.
As long as they're making sure your furnace is nice and warm. Do you want to tell you why it's not the same as playing fetch with a dog, Sam? As someone who's got a dog, I get zero enjoyment out of playing fetch.
Oh, that's so sad. You didn't enjoy playing with your dog?
No. It's purely
You want
for
that
the
on the
dog.
record?
It's purely for the dog. I get joy from the fact that the dog's enjoying it. Yeah, but I get zero enjoyment from actually throwing the ball constantly. So in your situation where you've enslaved this dragon, them doing a furnace, warming a furnace up, is for you. It's not for the dragon.
It also helps the dragon.
Equally, allowing the dragon to just go into a random field and let all its fire off, where you wouldn't benefit, it'd equally be as good. But no, you want to put that dragon to work.
Well, no, it wouldn't be equally as good. It'd be equally as good for the dragon.
Exactly.
But why does it matter if I also benefit? Dragon wants what's best for me.
I think you want what's best for you,
I do want what's best for me.
and it's just because you're on your own and you're trying
Not
to
anymore. I have my dragon. Also, what are you calling your dragon? Is Smog 2 on the nose?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm calling mine Rover.
Rover.
Rover. That's okay. Wow.
Oh, see, it's gotta be. Actually, no, I did pick Ice Dragon, didn't I? Small group kind of ruined. Frosty the dragon.
Can we go one episode without you singing?
No.
Cool.
I'm glad we
Yeah. It's important to set boundaries, and
Absolutely.
that's mine.
Cool. Okay.
Remember, listeners, if you listen to an episode without me singing, Darren cruelly cut it out. Ask for the hidden files. Get in the comments.
Yeah, I'm saving him for when we launch his album.
It's coming.
You can't just throw that onto. I've got no idea. It took me 2 weeks to sort of like finalize the name for my children after they were born.
So
Oh no! After they were born, because I was about to say 2 weeks to pick a child's name. That's very reasonable. 2 weeks afterwards, because you've already had 9 months.
Yeah,
of
yeah.
deliberation.
We nailed it down to a list, and then each time was like no, and chose something else.
So here's a question for you, Pete.
Go on.
Who do you love more, your children or your new dragon friend?
Oh, my children.
But your children aren't flying you to
Mauritius.
No, I would love my dragon friend. Children are the way.
No, I'm definitely for the dragon.
Your son will listen to this probably at some point.
Yep.
God, son, wish you were a dragon. Talk about unrealistic expectations from a parent. It's, a lot of them get, oh God, I wish you were a doctor. Or like even worse, God, I wish you were a boy. But the worst one is, I wish you were a dragon.
Yep.
A fire-breathing dragon this size of a border
No, an ice-breathing dragon.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's ice-breathing because I want to save that freezer space. It's important.
Wait, having my dragon heat my home is amoral, but having your dragon cool your freezer isn't?
No, he's not cool in the freezer. It's if I want some ice every now and then.
That feels the same.
No. Definitely not.
Does kind of feel the same.
Because I'm only using my dragon in winter. You're using your dragon year round.
You're both exploiting your pets. I feel like I should take them off you. Make a dragon refuge.
The RSPCD.
Absolutely. On my own private island. We'll just have like dragons flying around. Yeah.
It's good to know you wouldn't exploit your dragon, Pete.
I just fly it around.
But no, I do want my son to be a dragon. Quite happy if he came home from school one day and said, I now identify as a dragon. I'd be quite happy with that.
It's pretty understanding.
I'd sew him some wings on.
Jesus, on to him.
Yep. If he wants to be a dragon, he can go all in.
Wow.
Different horror story.
I'm all for like the costume and stuff. Yeah.
No, as long as he's happy,
Yeah.
we'll make it a reality.
Yeah, that's fair. Got to be understanding.
So yeah, for avoidance of doubt, I am 100% dragon the size of a border collie, breathes ice, name Rover, and I'm happy with that.
I think you're wrong, but fair.
Yeah, I'm going absolutely full-sized, ice-breathing dragon, and I am absolutely profiting off it.
But you're poor unlike me and P2 millionaires, so that makes sense.
So, yeah, full size dragon, the size of a Buzz, and
A what?
A double-decker Buzz or a single Buzz?
we'll just go with a single Buzz. And
Correct, a Buzz.
yeah, fire breathing, and preferably it's coloured red.
Yeah. On brand for Dragon Cavern shop.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But you still
Check it out today.
Thank you.
Shameful plug. But you still haven't given us a name, Pete.
Until next episode of March.
No. We need a name.
Need a name.
You're
now.
not leaving until we get a name. You haven't. Oh, you have given us a name. sorry.
Yeah, I went with
Smoke?
Frosty. No,
Oh.
I'm going with Snowflake.
Aw.
Because I'm
That's-
like,
that's
oh
quite
yeah,
cute,
like
to
my
be fair.
pet's called Snowflake, and then it's just as they run. She's like, no, she's a softie, it's fine. He's like,
Genuinely, that's what it's like having my dog. The Amazon driver comes. I'm like, yeah, don't worry. She's soft as anything. Next minute. So yeah, on the spot, Pete. Name 3, 2, 1, go.
Tarquin.
ooh,
Nice.
yeah, father of the Death Star.
No, not Tarquin. Tarquin.
Oh,
See, this is what we just established. You could have named your quick kids a lot quicker than 2 weeks after they were born if someone just went, name your kids 3, 2, 1, go.
one would hope
I
that
thought
the
there was two of us
birth
that
is a-
had to make that choice.
Yeah, also, I feel like the birth is a bit of a 3, 2, 1 go now. Although it's more of a 3, 2, 1 go. Okay, nope, keep going. Okay, yeah, no, okay, that's gonna. How long is this gonna take?
Final big 3, 2, 1. No, not quite.
Tarquin, the fire-breathing dragon.
Perfect.
Neither of you are housing these big dragons, just making that very clear.
Well, yeah, no, obviously I'm getting like a tremendous number of grants because I have the world's only Buzz-sized dragon. Like, the fact that I'm not a millionaire by the end of it is insane.
You're getting grants for this. I mean, I remember last time I looked at the government grant website and I was like, oh, big dragon grant.
That's only because like there's no dragons, as soon as
Yeah.
there becomes a
Like,
dragon,
can
there
you-
will be a grant for it.
Can you
No, you'll be
imagine
taxed for it.
the tourism coming in from the dragon? Like the British government, like literally, St. George is famous partly for the dragon. The Welsh dragon, Wales would pay so much to have a real dragon housed in Wales as part of their tourism push. The British government will not give up on the chance of having a dragon native to the UK.
See, this dragon's come. Absolutely loves you. You said right at the very beginning that it's bonded to you, and all you've both done is exploited this poor dragon into bringing tourism in so you can get more money.
So that I can spend it
said that
on...
just
No.
enough so that I can feed
No.
it and house it.
No,
in the
I'm
manner
shutting
it
this
should be
down now.
deserved.
You're both monsters. I'm here with my little border collie sized dragon.
That's forced to make you ice cubes every day.
No, only when I need an ice cube. I'm certainly not bringing tourists in there. It's just a dog with wings. I'm just enjoying.
There's so much more that it's a dragon. It's not a dog with wings.
Yeah, that is dismissive of its dragon heritage.
Well, it's
Dragon Gate. I think we need to rescue it.
Yeah.
What I'm
also,
not-
God, can you imagine how much money you would make from having it and a set of like Game of Thrones spends millions
On CGI.
CGI dragons?
And
And you
you've
just
got
get
a
an
real
actual
one.
dragon. Yeah.
See, you're both just about making money. I'm on about loving this
Can you
little
imagine
I
Lizzie
wanna-
Clark
critter.
trying to...
Yeah. I want to make him a star.
You'd love it.
You should never have kids. If you have kids, they'll be like pageant kids.
Yeah, I mean,
they'll come out and it'll be like, no, I want to make you a star, and all you'll do is like travel America, taking them into beauty pageants.
I do wholly agree with you because I do see one of the main uses for kids is to look after you when you're old. It's just an investment. And you've got to be nice to them so that they're nice to you.
Yeah,
Your
totally.
dragon's gonna
That's why you have two, right? You've got one's
Backup.
like, yeah, you've got organ donor and everything.
There's a whole movie about this.
I really don't believe in that.
My dragon's keeper.
This feels like a really good spot to stop
Yep.
because I think we're finding things out about Pete that I probably don't want to know, to be honest,
I'm not going to, nothing's going to happen to him. They're fine.
for now, because you don't need an organ.
Yet.
I'd ask nicely.
Well, that's it for this episode. I've been Darren, and I've been joined today by
Sam.
and
Pete.
And we've been No Good Options. If you've enjoyed this episode, then make sure to rate us on your podcast platform of choice and share it around. If you want to see your scenarios on a future episode or just want to get in touch, then you can reach us at nogoodoptionspodcast@gmail.com. Thanks for listening. Until next time, bye.
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 Rather, what if you could? Oh.